Now let's move further. Right after word, now we will simply say in here Firebase, the capital F, Firestore, there we go, dot instance. We will create that instance right in here. Okay, dot collection. First let me import the library. Here we go with the cloud firestore dot import that. So whenever it will be imported, then it will also show you the suggestion. There we go with the collection. So as you guys can see right in here, we simply create an instance to the Firebase Firestore, and then we will create a collection, a folder by the name users. Okay, and then we will say doc. Okay, there we go, and with the specific UID, now we will simply say set, in which first in here semicolon, take this down. Now in here, as I tell you, we create an instance to the Firebase Firestore, writing the collection that we just created by the name of user. It's gonna be there, a folder by the name of user. Okay, and then we say doc document with the specific UID, and now right inside we will simply set and upload all of the details that the user will write in here, like for example his name, email, phone number, and location, that company address. So we're gonna upload that right inside Firebase Firestore, right in the collection of a user that we are about to create right in the Firestore. So let's go and do that. Now in here, first we will simply say in here ID, we're gonna upload that, and we're gonna say underscore UID with the specific UID, and then we will say name, we will upload that. It's gonna create ID, okay, and it's gonna assign the specific UID for that current user, and it will be right inside the Firebase Firestore, right in the collection of a user, as you guys can see right in here. And then it will simply create the name, okay, and then it will simply assign the current name that the user will enter right in here. Let's say if I write in here my name, then it's gonna assign that name to this name right in the Firebase Firestore and right in the collection of a user. So let's move further. Now in here we will say underscore full name controller, there we go, you will say dot tags, and right after we will say email, we will upload that, and it's gonna be email text controller dot tags, and right after we will say let's upload the user image. So in here user image, okay, and then we will say image URL. So there's gonna be that image URL, okay, and the image URL we are getting that right in here with the help of reference dot get download URL, and we assign that right inside the URL. Okay, so just don't get confused in that. Now let's move further. In here we will say phone number, we will create that right inside the Firebase Firestore, right in the collection of a user, in which we will get the phone number for that current user. Okay, so there we go with the phone number controller, that's fine right in here, and we will say dot tags. And let's move further. Now we will get the location, we are left with that, and it's going to be location controller dot tags. We're going to upload that, and right at end we will also say created at, we will get the specific time. Okay, so in here we'll say time stamp, there we go, dot now. it's going to get the update tag and upload it to the Firebase Firestore right in the collection of user, as you guys can see right in here. So I hope you guys can get the idea right in here what we just did, right, with the Firebase storage and also with the Firebase Firestore. So now right afterwards in here we will say navigator dot can pop. So if there will be any loading dialog box, if it can pop, then simply write in if. We will remove that with the help of navigator dot off contacts. And if there will be no loading dialog box, then write in else. Right in here we will say no. All good. Right afterwards, if it catch any error, only in that case what we will do, write in the set state and we're gonna take this down from here, and here we'll say underscore is loading. There we go. We will set this to false. And what we will do right in here, we will simply show the error dialog as a tell if there will be any kind of error. So show error dialog is going to take the error, we will convert it to dot to string, and then we will provide the contacts. All good. And we have already created that class and that show error dialog. Let me show you that. So right in the services folder, as you guys can see right in here, global methods dot, open that, and there we go with the show error dialog right in the class of global method. So let me close that now. Now right after in here, right in the sysstat, we will simply copy that from here, copy it, and down in here paste it. It will simply set the is loading to false. Right after showing the error dialog, we will set that to false. Now all the working for this method has been done already. So now simply we will go down and call upon that method right in the sign in button. There we go. As you guys can see right in here, that command, remove that, and we will say or just paste it the submit form on sign up. Call upon that right in here. So whenever the user will press on this button, it will simply submit the form on sign up. And you guys already know about that. We will simply test the app right in a while, but first we will dispose the editing text controller and the focus node. We will dispose that right in the dispose right in here. So simply in here we will say full name controller that we just created before. There we go with the suggestion. Just simply dispose it right in here, dot dispose. So all good. Now right after the email one, there we go, email text controller dot dispose, and right after let's have the password text controller, there we go, dot dispose, and also we will dispose that this one, and also the position CV focus node, and we are left with the phone number controller. So in here we will say now phone number controller, there we go, dispose, and right after we will simply dispose the email focus node. Also the pause focus node, and now the position CP. There we go. And right at last we will go with the phone number focus now. So simply dispose that right in here. So we are done now. Now what we will do, we will simply go and just test the app and see the output. And we have already called upon that right in here. Okay, now just come here and hot reload the app. So there we go. Now let me go toward the sign up. So in here click on it, and in here first we will update the profile. I'll go with this one. Let's crop it. Let's say this guy name is Ali, and we will give the email ali123@gmail.com. In here remove that and write @. There we go. It's just a fake email. I just wrote in here just for the testing purposes. And now I will give the password. Let's off the visibility, and now I will give the phone number, and let's say the company address is California, Texas. So as you guys can see right in here, I have successfully updated the profile, and also I write all of the details. So now what we will do, we will simply click on this sign up button. There we go with the circular progress indicator. And now if we go back to the Firebase and check in there, there will be that data, like in the Firebase storage. Let me show you right the code. So we will go towards the method, that one, okay, in there. So there we go with the Firebase storage one. It will simply store that image right in the Firebase storage. As you guys can see in here, we create an instance, okay, right to the Firebase storage, and right in the folder of a user image, that picture will be there. We will just check that in a while, and with the specific UID, and the photo type will be JPG. And then what we did, we just simply get the download URL as I told you before, and we assign it to the image URL. So with this image URL, we will simply, what we will do right after, we just create an instance, as you guys can see right in here, to the Firebase Firestore. Right in the collection we create that folder user by the name of user. So we simply set and upload the data, for example their ID for that current user, it will be their specific UID, also the name, we just created that and uploaded to the Firebase Firestore, and there is going to be their email, their user image, phone number, location, and created at. Now simply what we will do, let's open the browser and we will check that right in the Firebase. So right in here search for Firebase console, okay, and in here open that Firebase console, Google, and you guys already know we connected our app right to the Firebase right in the beginning of the project. So there we go with the iJob clone app, okay, open that, and right in here what we will do, we will open that build and go towards the authentication. So there we go with the email ali123@gmail.com as we enter right in the app. There we go. So it's working totally fine. And now what we will do, we will simply go towards the Firebase storage and we'll check there if the image is uploaded successfully or not. So click in here on this build, go towards the storage, that one, open that. So there we go with the user images. It's working totally fine, and you guys can see that right in here. Open that, and there we go with the image. Just click on that and you guys will notice there we go with the profile picture of the current user that we just uploaded a while ago. Okay, and there we go with the image type, JPG. Okay, and everything is right in here. Now what we will do, we will simply go towards the Firestore database, and in here we will check all of the detail, like for example name and their UID, as you guys can see right in here. Also in the Firestore database it's working totally fine, and you guys can notice that user folder right in the collection. Okay, and there we go with the document. Okay, now in here, as you guys can notice, there is that name, Ali, phone number as we enter right in the app, in the emulator, and there go with the user image, location, ID, and their email and created ad. Everything is just right in here. So we have successfully uploaded the data to the Firebase, and you guys can notice that. Now right in here I will simply show you that URL. It will simply be the user profile image. Just copy that and open the new tab, and right in here paste the URL, and there we go, as you guys can see right in here. So that is the image URL as I show you right in the app. Let's go back toward the Android Studio, and you guys can see right in here with the Firebase Firestore, as I told you before, right in the collection of a user, and there we go, all of the detail. And also I show that right in the Firebase Firestore, and right in the Firebase storage, right in the folder of user images, there was that image as I showed you before, and also the download URL. Okay, so basically it's working totally fine, and that's it for this video. Right in the next video we will work further right from here.